Hey y'all, we're gonna make some chicken bacon ranch pasta today. So I have my water salted, ready to boil for the pasta. I have my pan for the chicken. I put a cat full of oil, vegetable oil in there, and about a half a tablespoon of butter to get that going. We have our penne pasta, our powdered ranch, some sour cream, Alfredo sauce. I'm going to put a little bit of this in with the chicken to cook. We have cream of bacon by Campbell's, some milk, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, and some Creole seasoning, which is just a mix of all the seasonings I already used. I got chicken tenderloins. It's about a pound of chicken. You can use chicken breast that's boneless, skinless. I cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and I will show you what's next. Okay, so I got my pasta going in the water. I got my chicken in, just starting to cook. I'm going to add my seasonings. And I also forgot to tell you guys, we're using real bacon bits as well in the sauce. So I'm going to use some garlic powder. Sprinkle it in the chicken. Woo! And then we're going to use some of the Creole seasoning. This is not hot. Does not make anything spicy. It's like paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, but it's not to make things spicy. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit, and I'm gonna open up my cream of bacon soup to start our sauce to go over the pasta. Okay, so I got this. I added the other half of the tablespoon of butter, and then I had the cap full of that Olive Garden Italian dressing. I use this kind because it tastes like more Parmesan than it does anything else. I also have Parmesan cheese I'm going to be adding to the mixture. But I didn't want to forget to show you that I added a little bit of butter. And that little tiny bit of Olive Garden dressing. You're going to cook this until it is all the way cooked through. It may or may not brown. The pot I'm using is a non-stick copper pot. So I'm going to give this a few minutes, and I'm going to come back to you with starting our sauce. Okay, also I'm going to add just a little bit of Worcestershire sauce to my chicken. I know I'm weird. I cook the way I want. You don't have to use this if you don't want to. Just showing you. Still waiting for the pasta to cook, and I got my can open to start the sauce soon, and I'll be right back. So I also wanted to note that I'm cooking the chicken on medium-high heat. It's starting to look really awesome. You guys had asked me to start posting recipes, so I thought I would just show you instead of trying to write everything down because I do not measure. Next, I'm going to be putting in the real bacon bits with the chicken. These aren't the hard and crunchy ones. You can add real bacon if you want, and it should be the same if you want to use real bacon. Just make sure it's really crispy. Okay, y'all, so I know my chicken's been cooking for at least 7 minutes, and those bacon bits are getting brown, so I'm going to add my cream of bacon soup, maybe. Bear with me, this is hard not having a camera person. Come on out. Okay. So I'm going to fill this up with milk and add that in, and then I am going to fill it up, the can halfway up again, because I'm going to be adding that ranch packet. And the soup is supposed to be kind of thick for the sauce, so we're going to do that as a cup. And I'll be right back. Now I've been stirring my pasta this whole time, and it's not ready yet. This is a whole pound of pennies. This is what the mixture is starting to look like now. This is the cream of bacon Campbell soup with a can and a half of milk. Stir that well. And then the reason why it's that color is because I use the Creole seasoning. You guys could use anything you like to taste. So that's combined. Now I'm going to add the powder packet of ranch in there. All of it. Please go in. And I'm going to stir that around. So you guys are getting an example of what it looks like. We're turning this into a sauce. I'm going to let this cook for just a little bit, and then I'm going to add, I have leftover Alfredo sauce, and I'm going to add some of that into this because we need enough to coat our pasta. Okay, so I brought it to a low simmer. It has been on about medium heat. I'm now going to add some Parmesan cheese. Also, what I forgot to add is make sure you clean your chicken before you cut it. And make sure your hands are clean and washed. Should have said that in the beginning. And taste your sauce while it cooks because the bacon adds salt and so does the butter. I have not added salt, but I did add black pepper. Now I'm going to use some of my Alfredo sauce that I had from a different dinner. Measurements are hard, y'all. Just to give it some cheesy flavor. And then the last thing I'm going to add is, come hold this. Point it right there. Is I'm using a tablespoon, a silverware tablespoon, and I have about this much sour cream, maybe a little more. I'm also adding this because of the ranch packet. You're supposed to use a full cup of milk, and I did not use a full cup of milk. So that should take away any of the extra salt that might have been in there, and I'm going to stir it. Still waiting on the pasta. This was been simmering probably for 5 minutes or so. This is pretty quick. Goes pretty quickly. If anybody has any questions after watching this, please leave them in the comments below. Oh, that looks good. And like I said, make sure you taste your stuff. Everybody seasons their food differently, likes to taste their food differently. And it's hot. Kind of on the salty side. Not as bad though. So I'm just going to wait for the noodles and then I'll show you how I fold it together. Alright, so I just added my pound of pennes. So I'm going to stir it up. They took about 10 minutes or so to cook the way I like them. I like them not soggy so that they hold their shape. And you're done. Like, this is it right here. Dinner served. Turn off the heat. It'll thicken up for you. This is the first time we're making this today. So hopefully let me know if you like it because I've tasted it so far and it tastes good. Lots of love and light. Thank you for watching. And again, any questions, please leave them in the comments below.